now. It seems really interesting.
Oh, Mario Kart. Oh, well, I gotta
You
watch
said
that
that.
now. I know. I'm looking at the page again, Sam.
Yeah, you know Nick doesn't listen.
What am I, Bubkus?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's good.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Anime Summit Podcast. I'm your host with the most, Sam. And of course, with me every week is Danny.
Hey.
Knock.
Guten Tag.
Oh, God.
And speaking of
That's
guten tags,
racist.
That's
No,
racist
it's
towards
not. That's German.
That's racist towards our guest.
You got to
from
say it in a German accent, Danny.
all the
Come
way
on.
from Germany and the Anime Plummet Podcast, Gizmo.
Excuse me, that is Dr. Gizmo.
Dr. Gizmo.
Ooh.
You should have done a California accent just to get us back, Gizmo.
I can't even do a normal American accent. How do I do Californian? Hang on.
Well, okay, here's how you make fun of American people, Gizmo. You can just use your normal voice. Just say something like, "Hi, I'm Gizmo and I'm American and I can't afford anything." And then that's pretty much you burned us all, yeah.
I'm a millennial and I can't buy my own house because it's too expensive.
yeah.
That's
I'm an
true.
American.
That's
I'm
true in the whole world,
overpaid.
though.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh my god. Dude, okay, here's why it's Dr. Gizmo. Okay, y'all have heard Gizmo before. At least I hope you have. You should be listening to the Anime Plummet Podcast as well. Okay. Our sister podcast.
Gizmo was also
first of all,
on our villain SmackDown.
it was on our Villain Smackdown, and of course, Gizmo also joins us with the rest of the Plummet Boys for when we come together and do the Plummet of the Summit of the Plummet of the Summit. Now, there's the reason why the whole therapy idea came from this, right? There was this time where I was like, Danny, I want to read more manga, right? Like, you know, because we were talking about, we did that one. It was like a window shopping episode or something, or New Year's resolutions or something. And I was like, well, I want to read more manga, you know, because you were telling me about your manga shelf and everything. So then I thought, oh, let's do manga therapy. We had Nox on. That was great, right? It just became a fun idea. And we've done manga therapy 3 times now. Okay. And then I thought, listen, we can be bitches all day, or we can be stitches all night. Let's get in some anime therapy in here. Let's widen our buttholes a little more than they're already stretched out. Okay, let's stretch them out a little more. Okay, let's be able to fit 3 hot dogs in there, not just one. Okay.
Oh my God.
And so I called Gizmo on the cell phone. I said on the payphone, and I said, Sismo, you guys watch a lot of weird shit over there, and not particularly saying that you should wreck us stuff that is only Plummet or what you consider Anime Plummet reviewing shows, but what about just you in general, you personally? What Gizmo-fied things should we review on Anime Summit that we haven't? And so we have Dr. Gizmo. We're in his office right now. It's a lot of...
You let me out of the basement for this. I appreciate it.
Yeah, there's no problem. So, you know, at least for another couple hours, and then you got to go back in there. But I like what you've done with the place.
Don't make me.
It smells a little leathery and weird in here.
You're
but
on a short lease there, Gizmo.
Yeah, it's a little... And we'll widen...
The air is so
we'll-
good on the summit up here.
You know,
So
Trisha and
fresh.
Nick, yeah, Trisha works at a hardware store, obviously, so we can extend this chain a little bit. Yeah. But I thought, Gizmo, come give us some Plummet therapy. Okay. And again, not necessarily shows that are like Plummet type shows, like shows that they would review on the Plummet, but even just Gizmo's taste himself. So I don't know what order we're gonna go in. We didn't discuss it beforehand. That's my bad. But anyways, let's just get right into it. Okay. Links.animesummit.net. Okay. Go to animesummit.net and you can get some merch, get a shirt and everything like that. Also, if I hope you guys enjoyed last week's EX episode where I hung out with Amy and we did British things and drank tea and ate crumpets and shit. Just kidding, we didn't fucking do that. But like we were just I just she wanted to be on a podcast because she was thinking about, she's been wanting to make her own content for a long time. And I just kind of suggested to her, let's try making a podcast and see how you like it. And I'll put it over there, see if they like it, see what happens. Plus, it was kind of cool to get an insight. It's cool to talk to people like Gizmo and Amy and people on the other side of the world, listeners on the other side of the world, to see how anime is consumed on their end and such. You know what I mean? So I hope you guys enjoyed that. She's also just a great friend of mine. So I love her very much. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. But one of me and Danny's good friends wanted to come back on and talk to us. So you guys are seeing 2 episodes, 2 times. Deuces. I won't tell you what it is. Just, you guys should just go see it. You guys go to puremagicpictures.com and then watch a movie called Sky Hoshi and then come listen to it. Okay. Anyways, that was really exciting. Thank you, Danny, for facilitating that and getting that together.
Not a problem.
I was
a lot of fun.
It was super fun to talk to him again. He's amazing. Anyways. Oh, I wanted to say one more thing. I finally caught up on the YouTube, except I didn't put the Plummet of the Summit episodes on there like I said I was going to. I'm going to upload them at the same time, so it's gonna look weird because obviously it's like way later for both of them, especially for the first one. But that being said, I can't believe I never did that for the first one. But either way, Nick Emoji Quiz results. What do you got?
All right, this week's winner was Ed, and the answer was Nisekoi.
Oh,
it's pretty easy. They got it right away. It was just a bow and a gorilla.
Best gorilla.
And yes, Chitoge, best girl, best gorilla. Everybody join up the Discord. Join the Discord on Fridays. We do the emoji quiz. You get your name read on the podcast. That's the perk.
And then Nick gives you a little emoji gift out of his little drawer.
Yes, I look in my drawer and give you a little random doodad
on Discord. Nice one, dude. Shout out, Ed. Also one of the hosts of the Plummet. Question of the week, Nick.
Oh crap, it's me again. All right. Do you have to go? Do you have a go-to snack or drink when settling down to binge? And this was from Sean. Okay,
shout out Sean. I love Sean. That's one of my boyfriends on the Discord. I think King has asked a question like this before, but it wasn't like a snack. It was like a straight up like dish or food or something. For me, it's just like, whatever drink I have at the time, but like snack wise, if I'm not eating a straight up meal while watching, man, it's always like a little bag of chips and a little candy or something. Like I'm not really big on candy lately, but like for some reason I've been really into those nerd covered gummy candies. It's like these little gummy. So good. I know they're so good.
Nerd rope. It's nerd rope.
It's basically nerd rope, but they're cut up in little pieces.
Okay.
This is the one I'm talking. It comes like just a regular little bag.
So I'm shooting rope.
Shooting rope, dude.
As King would say.
Yeah, as King would say, shooting rope. Funyuns, man.
Yo, I'm all about Funyuns.
And it's funny because like me and it's funny because Danny and Ed will do this thing where on the Discord every once in a while they'll be like, "Hey, you tried these chips?" And they're like,
yeah, we take a picture of it.
Yeah, we'll take a picture of it. And sometimes I join in and I'm like, okay, well, let me try that.
Have you tried the Funyun queso flavored ones yet?
I haven't tried them.
Yo, those are good. Those are so good.
I really just like the regular Funyuns, but lately I've been kind of craving like little spicy things here and there. But it's always just basically my answer is it's always just a little bag of chips and if maybe a little piece of candy, a little candy. But lately it's just been chips, pretty much. Basic answer. What about you guys?
Ice cream.
Oh, that's a good one.
Cookie dough.
Oh, cookie dough.
Straight. Neat.
Cookie dough ice cream?
Shaken, not stirred.
Stirred. What about cookie dough ice cream?
Yeah, cookie dough ice cream, yeah.
Or just straight cookie dough?
Sometimes. That's like at night. During the day, it's just whatever is nearby, Like peanut
brown
butter.
Foods?
Peanut butter on anything. Yeah, anything brown.
Oh, yeah, peanut butter, dude. Actually, yeah, dude. Peanut
Peanut
butter.
butter pretzels, peanut butter on toast.
Peanut butter
Peanut
on
butter
toast,
pretzels?
man.
What the heck?
Oh, yeah,
Dude.
we got those over here, Gizmo. Not to brag or anything, but.
One time I did something really stupid, and I took peanut butter Oreos that I had and dipped it in peanut butter.
Oh no.
I was like,
Mother
oh
of
God.
God.
It's
That's
You
super
too much
created the
peanut butter.
singularity.
No, there's never enough peanut butter. There's no.
You guys
no.
put peanut butter on anything, right?
The
Yeah,
SWAT
I
team
put
broke
peanut butter on
down
my
your
peanut butter.
door,
That's crazy.
Sam. That's too much peanut butter. Put it down.
What about you, Danny? What do you got? Beef?
What?
You have beef? You beef? Beef jerky?
No, I'm not like huge on beef jerky.
Oh, but I know
Beef
what
jerky
Danny
with
likes.
peanut butter though?
She likes Danny likes
No.
espresso and gabagoo.
Oh my god. I mean, I would say like for evening, Ben and Jerry's have like these like cookie dough bites, and my favorite ones is the s'mores. So it's like graham cracker cookie dough with like marshmallow truffles. It's so yummy. So,
That
but
sounds nice.
overall, I mean, I like some sweet. I like to mix it up. Like, so I'll have that as like my sweet snack, and then like I'll have like pretzels or something like that.
Yeah.
As a savory. So,
Yeah.
but I'm not like Nick with like the peanut butter pretzels. I like chocolate covered.
Oh man, peanut butter pretzels are
pretzels.
so good. Damn it.
I like a little bit of chocolate. I can't handle a lot of chocolate. My stomach does not agree.
Chocolate.
I'm a chocolate person.
I got to
I gotta have
sprint to the
dark chocolate.
bathroom.
It's gotta be dark.
Oh yeah, chocolate is the
Dude,
best.
dark chocolate fucks me up even more.
Really?
It's dark chocolate is actually supposed to be good for you.
Yeah, I know, but
It's
like
better
it hits
for
my
you.
it hits my tummy, and then it's just like game over for Nick.
Game over, man. What about you, Gizmo? What are you snacking on?
I mean, I usually just eat dinner, but if I eat a snack, then it's the best snack in the world. I assume you guys don't know though. It's Kinder Schoko Fresh. If you ever come to Germany, try out Kinder Schoko Fresh. It's like chocolate with milk cream inside, and it's shaped like a hippo, like a hippopotamus. It's super good.
We have those here, but they bet you
Really?
they don't taste they don't taste how they're supposed to taste, I bet. Due to like the
Oh, yeah, that's
ingredient
cooking.
regulations and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you know what I mean? Like they're yeah.
I had chocolate in the US. Tastes very different.
Yeah.
Oh, it's trash,
from
right?
the-
It's
from
trash.
Europe.
Dude, we have like
supposedly.
all
I've
of
never had it,
our
but-
chemicals are like banned in Europe.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
That's why we're all so fucking fat.
we have
Oh man.
we have there's a
We're all
chocolate
unhealthy.
factory down the street from me, and people are always like, God, this shit's so expensive. It's like, yeah, because they literally are using real ingredients. They're making it right
Because
there.
it's
for
actually
you.
good.
Your food has like a hazard warning in Europe.
Yeah. And goddamn Americans. But yeah, anyways. All right. Nice one, Sean. Nice one. Okay, Waifu and his bando. Normally Danny is doing it, but we have a guest, of course. So Gizmo.
All right. Waifu is of course Chizuru from Rent a Girlfriend.
Nice.
Woo!
Best girl ever.
Let's go.
Screw you, Nick. You know what you did. I'm still salty about that.
Oh yeah, I think I voted her out. Did I vote her out? I don't remember.
You have to listen to the Girlfriend Smackdown on the
I
Plummet.
literally don't remember. So you have to listen to the episode.
Maybe you have to listen again, Nick.
Yeah, maybe I have to listen again.
And husbando is Kazuma, not Kazuya, but Kazuma from Konosuba, because I'm rewatching Konosuba right now.
Hell yeah.
And Kazuma actually a good isekai protagonist? Question mark.
Well, there's a new
He's so
season
funny.
also.
Yeah, that's why I'm rewatching.
Yeah. That's what's up. Hell yeah. So, Doctor, I'm gonna be honest with you. We didn't talk about what order we were doing this in. I'll just leave it up to you. Who do you want on the couch first?
Let's start with Nick. Nick, please take a seat on my couch and leave the bucket, Nick. You don't need it.
No. Is this
Nick
a
Nick
casting
is too
couch,
attached
Gizmo?
to it.
do you want it to be a casting couch? Yeah.
Do I gotta take him off? You want to be a star, don't you?
Oh God. So how does it make you feel without your bucket? Do you feel naked?
Yes,
Do you
I feel
vulnerable?
empty, much like my bucket.
All right. So for Nick, I actually think when it comes to the host, Nick is probably the closest to me when it comes to taste. Like we are basic bitches. Like we like vanilla. So what I did is I went down the top 100 on Mel and picked the first one that Nick hasn't seen. So you're watching Gintama.
Oh God!
Oh no!
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, I'm joking. But
I mean,
to be
I'll
honest,
watch
I
part of
think
it, but
you could probably pick a random show on the top 100 that Nick hasn't seen, and it would probably be okay for him to watch. So I just picked a good show that I also like a lot. And I think, like, all the memes aside, Nick also likes like serious stuff and good stuff, and that has a bit of where you have to think a little bit. And so I'm choosing Link Click. And
the Chinese
it's-
anime. Everybody keeps talking about that.
yeah, it's technically not an anime because it's from China.
I just like how they
but-
allow that, but they don't allow like Scott Pilgrim and other shows. Like,
Oh yeah,
It's really dumb.
And Castlevania, right? It's also not on Mel, I think. But yeah, I think it's on Mel, so I think it counts. So it's a show. It's a time travel show, sort of. It's about two guys who run a Photoshop, and they have a mysterious power where one of them can look at a photo and see everything that happened in the past 12 hours leading up to the photo. And the other guy can jump into the photo back in time and kind of possess the person that took the photo.
does he do the Mario sound when he jumps in?
Yeah,
I'm just thinking of Mario when he jumps into the paintings.
And they take like all kinds of jobs where like missing persons cases, or at some point they do like corporate espionage. Like this older lady comes to them and who runs a restaurant chain, and she wants to spy on her rival to figure out a secret ingredient for a dish. So they do stuff like this. And at first, the show seems very episodic, right? It's case by case, kind of. But at some point, the cases start connecting with each other, and there's a bigger plot line that unfolds. And yeah, that show's super cool, and I think you would.
Yeah, it's really
enjoy
high
it.
up on Mal too.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's in the top
That's
100.
the most
isn't it?
important point. It might be. Yeah, I think so.
Oh no! Did they do the? God dang it! I can't find it on here. Okay, that's fine. I'm trying to type link click, and of course it's probably. Oh yeah, it's Xinguang Delren, of course.
Yeah, it has the moon bones.
Which I butchered
It's-
that pronunciation, but
No, it was perfect.
rank
Yeah,
60
it's-
on Mal.
Exactly. Yeah.
There's
my
already
pitch.
like 2 seasons of that.
Yeah, I've only seen season 1 so far, and it ends with a big cliffhanger.
Mm.
But I also heard that season 2 is supposed to be really good as well. And I think season 3 has already been announced. Not sure about that.
I'm not sure.
They announced it, but there's no like release, I guess. Or there's a sequel, but there's gonna be 8 episodes. I don't know if that's like a season 3 or not.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
yeah,
gotta watch 3 Body Problem first. Sorry.
God.
I will definitely watch Link Click. It's on the top 100. It's popular. You know, even though it's not really an anime, you know, all the anime are farmed out to China for in between stuff anyway. So it's all
Yeah.
mixed.
I've
It
actually
might
been
also have-
meaning to watch this myself.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good suggestion, I think, for everyone,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
It also has pretty boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why Daddy wants it. Yep.
They saw the title, it's like,
And crime.
Oh yeah, crime
So,
and pretty boys. Danny's specialty.
I have some other shows for Nick too. Do you want me to do all of Nick's shows in a row, or do we want to jump to someone else?
I think we should jump around because then it gives everybody a chance to chime in. You know.
Yeah, I don't mind
Sure.
doing that.
Let's go with Danny next then. Danny, please.
Oh,
On the
Danny.
couch.
Alrighty. Oh, this
Sorry,
couch
I
is
made
pretty
it a little
comfy.
sweaty.
Oh, ew. Never mind. I
I
was gonna
flop
say.
sweated on the
Just
couch.
wipe it down. Just wipe it down.
Let's put a towel.
Yeah,
on
I'll use my
top.
gym towel on it.
Oh no, I don't want
Don't
your
use
gym
the
towel. I want a
the
clean
gym
towel.
No clean towels here. No.
I'll just stand. It's fine.
You have to stand. So this is a bit awkward because we basically did the same thing
Yeah.
just a couple of days ago, because we recorded a roast a host episode for the Plummet where we roasted Danny's taste in anime. And at the end, I gave her a bunch of suggestions, but I never really went into detail. So I'm gonna give you some detail on some of the suggestions I made. The first one, I'm gonna choose Makia, where the flower bloom, when the promised flower blooms is the English subtitle. It's a movie. It's done by PA Works, and it's written and directed by Mario Okada, who is pretty famous for doing shows like Toradora, Anohana, Kiss Naiva, stuff like that. And I think you liked Anohana quite a bit, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And
Yes.
we also talked about Toradora a bit, which is also a show that you have not finished.
I
but
know.
liked.
I know.
The palm top tiger, Danny.
Oh, here it is.
Okay,
I
so
found it.
Makia is it's a fantasy movie, and it's about a girl that is a member of a mystical race that basically lives forever. So they're kind of like elves, just without the
Oh,
elf ears.
okay.
And her homeland gets attacked by a power-hungry kingdom of humans, and they wreck the place, and she has to flee. And she finds herself in the outside world where she has never been, and she's I think 15 or so at the time, and she finds she comes across a destroyed village of humans, and she finds an abandoned human child, a baby boy, and decides to raise him as her own. And then we go through a lot of time. Like again, she doesn't age. She stays the same.
All right.
At least from the outside.
Someone had to say it. I was quoting the movie.
Oh, God.
No, it's a wholesome movie, but it's also kind of tragic, but very emotional. But it's beautiful. I love the way it looks.
Yeah, it looks very pretty. I'm watching the trailer, and it definitely, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Oh My Goddess almost.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like with the
never seen
movie
it.
and stuff. But also it definitely has that tragic like feeling. So
Yeah, there are definitely some tragic things
Right.
happening. So prepare to cry.
oh, great, thanks.
But it's honestly just a great movie. I would recommend this to anyone, but I think you especially will probably like it a lot.
Yeah, I'll definitely watch this for sure. Now that I finally found it on Malice, I'm like, how do you spell this? And then I found it.
Oh yeah,
After you mentioned the
should have linked it
director
to you.
and stuff, I was just like, oh, that's easy. So
I don't know. Sam, Nick, have you seen Makia?
No.
I've heard of it. I think I listened to a review about it a while back.
Oh, that's all you need.
Yeah, I listened to a
Don't worry,
podcast.
Nick.
Oh god, it's 2018. I think it was A&N Cast did this one, but I don't remember what they thought about it.
No, I have not. No. Seems really interesting.
Oh, Mario Okada. Oh well, I
You
gotta
just
watch
said
that
that.
now. I know. I'm looking at the page again, Sam.
Oh
Yeah. You know, Nick doesn't listen.
What am I, Bupkis?
Yes,
Yeah.
Bupkis.
Let's screen
Yes.
that.
Yes. Oh, okay.
Yes.
God.
All right. Some next.
I'm
Are
gonna
you-
stand if that's okay.
Sam
fine.
doesn't want to
One-
sit on the sweaty
That's
sweaty couch.
my. That's all right.
Okay. So for some, honestly, I had a bit of trouble finding stuff for you because I think our tastes are very, very different. Like the
Oh, okay.
half of the shows that you've rated a 10, I have never even heard about. And it's like
Buchagiri.
shorts and like OVAs and stuff.
Oh
and
God,
stuff
like
from
the Animal Face
90s.
Johnson shorts. Every Animal Face Johnson short.
So many Anime Face Johnsons. And but I know that you like delinquent stuff a lot. And I found this one show. I haven't watched this before. I watched a couple of episodes because I thought this show is so perfect for some. It's called Chromati High School.
Oh
Have you-
yeah.
You haven't
Ever
seen
heard of
that
it?
song? I
I've
thought you'd
never
seen
no,
that.
I've never seen it.
Oh my God! Did we
Wait,
watch that for?
how did
No, we
you
read
not-
about it.
We before Quokka left, that was Quokka and my show swap.
Yeah, but I don't think I watched it.
That's nuts. I feel like you would love that show because that show is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that'd be one of your
it
favorites.
has
Is that one with
freaking
Freddie Mercury?
They have Freddie Mercury in it. Yeah,
Okay,
They have
I
Freddie
he
either
doesn't
bullshitted
say
my way through
anything
that.
though.
I either bullshitted my way through that episode, or I just straight up didn't say anything because I don't.
Oh my
I didn't watch it.
God. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And they also have a gorilla Face Johnson.
They
Oh, okay, well, I'm in.
do.
You just said delinquents and a Face Johnson and Freddie Mercury.
yeah. And,
Nisekoi has a gorilla.
Okay, but what was the premise of the show again? Like, what was the?
Okay, so the show it's based on a gag manga, so the premise is really just a setup for jokes. It's like some random mild mannered guy, like high school student, comes to a new school and finds out that there's everyone's a delinquent basically, and they're all kind of stupid and shenanigans happen basically. There's not much of a plot here. But it's a crazy show. I watched the first couple of episodes, and it's a lot of fourth wall breaking humor where they are like, "Oh, you want to know how he got to the school? Better read the manga." Stuff like this. And it's wild. It's I honestly I can't say that it's my kind of comedy. But I think you might enjoy it. I'm not 100% sure on this one.
It's pretty similar. Like the jokes in it is like it's like those gag jokes. Like haven't you heard I'm Sakamoto? Like those types of gag jokes and everything.
Just ridiculous.
It's just ridiculousness. Yeah. It's just like stupid fun. There's also like a robot in the show too.
Oh yeah, Mecha.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah,
the style
Mekazawa.
remind-
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Mekazawa. I think I've only seen the first like 6 episodes, Danny.
Oh my god. Do we have to do
Yeah,
a
it's-
review for this?
Yeah, we gotta do another one.
Oh my god.
Right after Gintama.
It's
Ugh.
only 10-minute episodes, so it's pretty short.
Oh, okay.
Um,
So it's a short. It's a shorty. Okay.
And also, the style reminds me a lot of Prison School. And it has that kind of humor, even though Prison School obviously has more of a plot line. Here, it's just basically gag after gag after gag.
Gotcha.
And another thing it also reminded me of a bit is Detroit Metal City.
Oh
I
yeah.
think it's also on the recommended.
Which we
yeah.
talked about on your 4C episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was actually the first thing that came to my mind was to recommend to you is Detroit Metal City, but then I was like, no, never mind. We talked about this.
Yeah.
already.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. Wow. Well, I feel I don't know what happened. Maybe I was having an off day. Maybe I was not. Maybe I phoned it in. I have no idea. But I didn't know it was a short either. Like they're 12,
I mean, it's 26 episodes.
but
so
they're
it's
like
not,
10 minutes or whatever. They're
But
like,
10 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. I'll get right on that.
All right.
Oh, I'm looking at
Nice.
the gorilla face Johnson. He's like bald. Like he's got no hair on his. Like, why does he not have any hair? What
Don't
the
know.
hell? That's
Maybe he
good.
got lobotomized or something.
That's good. That's good. All right. Hell yeah.
All right. Then let's go back to Nick. I have a bunch of stuff for Nick. Deciding what to choose here. First of all, I noticed you don't have Paprika and Memories, or rather Magnetic Rose, on your list.
I've been
Nick.
meaning to
What
watch
the
them,
hell?
and I haven't gotten to those yet.
That's crazy. I think you have the other Satoshi Kon movies you have as a 10, right?
Yeah. I think Perfect Blue and Millennium Actress, either one or both, I gave a 10.
And Paprika is his best movie. I'm telling you, this is.
I don't know.
crazy to me
I
that
haven't
you
seen it.
What does Google tell you?
I the only thing I know about Paprika is there's a gif of a guy reaching inside of a girl's belly and like
Oh yeah,
his
Oh, yeah,
hand
that's it.
squishes through. That's all I know.
Okay, so Paprika is basically the blueprint for Inception, the Christopher Nolan movie, where people can dive into other people's dreams and manipulate them from the inside. And it's a detective story, more or less. And it's just a great movie. I mean, all of Satoshi Kon's movie are very unique and very also very mature.
That one's
Uh,
Paprika is actually my favorite.
Yeah, it's so
like
good.
out of all of his movies.
And it has the
But-
same soundtrack guy. What's his name?
The guy that
Susumu
made Berserk, the Berserk soundtrack.
Kurosawa, I think. Something like that.
That sounds right. I don't know.
I think it's
Um,
Susumu Hirasawa.
And the other one is also Satoshi Kon, Magnetic Rose. That's part of Memories, like a compilation thing. It's a short movie, so I think it's 40 minutes or something.
And there's like
and-
2 parts to that one, isn't there? Or like split in
Mm.
half.
No. It's part of Memories, and Memories is 3 separate movies, but they don't really have any connection to each other. Honestly, I would only really recommend the first one, Magnetic Rose. The other 2 are meh. They're not really. They have nothing to do with Magnetic Rose, and they're
Oh,
just not great.
So did what's his? Oh my god. Did
Satoshi
Satoshi Kon do all 3 of them, or did he just
No,
do the
he-
middle one?
He only made Magnetic Rose.
Okay.
And it's
Otomo did
about-
another one. Okamura, Morimoto. Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm reading the list.
Yeah. Magnetic Rose is about it's a sci-fi. It's about a space trucking crew that get a distress call, like space engineers or something. They get a distress call and follow up and find like a derelict ship in the middle of like a I don't know, a ship graveyard kind of. And I don't want to spoil too much, but they kind of see illusions of the former inhabitants of the ship, and that's all I want to say. It's
Nice.
super good.
Nice.
It's honestly one of my favorites anime sci-fis, like especially like the space sci-fi that's not mecha. It's not very common in anime, and this one is one of the best in my opinion.
I will definitely check this one out, especially since it's short. It's not
Yeah.
Gintama.
I figured if I have to rec something to Nick, it has to be short. So that's
Have
definitely a
you
good one.
seen The House of Small Cubes? That kind of reminds me of that.
No, that
Let's
sounds
see.
interesting though.
Here it goes. Sumiki no Ai, Le Maison en Petites Cubes.
The
Oh,
petite
oui,
cubes.
monsieur. Oh no, I've seen it. It's also super short, right?
Yeah, yep.
It's the guy that builds his house, builds to the like up.
Yeah,
I
the
don't know
world
if
has like flooded over time, and then he
Exactly,
dives
yeah,
down and he sees his memories.
Yeah, that was cool.
It has the same thing, memories, just like the title of the movie you recommended me. But
What?
yes, I will definitely watch both of those. Those are
has
doable. We should
memories?
review both of those.
Oh yeah.
All right, add them to the list.
I mean, next year, because that would be 1995. That's a 20,
God,
no,
he has to do
30th
on the
year
anniversary,
Sam.
guys.
30th year anniversary.
He has to do everything on the. You can't review it unless it's on the anniversary of whatever it is.
Can't do 24th year. What is that?
Stupid.
Nobody's gonna get it.
And you have to record it on December 23rd. That's when it aired.
All right. Who's next? Who's got another one?
All right, next up, let's go with Danny again.
Me.
For Danny, I have the double whammy. I have two shows that I think you would enjoy. They're both supernatural romances.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of
That's my
Up your
that's up
wheelhouse.
my alley.
First is Dusk Maiden of Amnesia. It's about a high school freshman who meets a ghost girl in his new school. She's been haunting the school. She died like 60 years ago or something
Uh-huh.
under mysterious circumstances. And they found the Paranormal Investigation Club and try to look for answers, how she dies and stuff. And other people join. And it's a very cute romance, but it also has otherworldly stuff. It's like it has a bit of quote unquote horror. It's not really super
Ooh.
it's not super scary or anything, right? But it does have a bit of a darker feeling to it. Kind of like Shadow's House a little bit.
Oh, okay. I'm with that. Definitely. Oh, and its recommendations is Toilet Bound Hanako-kun.
Oh yeah. I can see that. Yeah. And the second one is Natsuyuki Rendezvous. That one is, I would say, a bit more shoujo-esque. It has like pretty boys and stuff.
Yeah.
It's about a young man who has a crush on the owner of a flower shop, and he decides to work a part-time job at the shop to get closer to her. And then he discovers that the apartment that's above the shop where she lives is haunted, quote unquote, by her dead husband. And the husband obviously doesn't want him to get closer to her. And so it's kind of like a love triangle situation.
Interesting. What's the name of that again?
Natsuyuki Rendezvous. I can link it to you.
Yeah, you might want to
Rendezvous.
do that. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool.
And yeah, I think you would enjoy both of them.
Nice. Definitely.
I had this one on my plan to watch already.
This
I
one?
don't remember why. Yeah. I don't know why. I think I
don't
read
know
about
why
it.
either. I don't think this is a Nick show.
I think like somebody recommended it on Reddit like a long time ago. I'm like, oh, just put it on my list.
Of course.
I forgot about it. Same with Dusk Maiden. That was also my plan to watch.
Yeah, I think Dusk Maiden you might enjoy a bit more.
Yeah, she looks hot.
It's creepy stuff.
She's a cute ghost girl. Cute
Yeah.
ghost waifu for sure.
Yeah, she looks
Would
cute.
hold her ectoplasm.
Oh, God. No. Awesome. Yay. I will definitely check these out for sure.
All right. Then we come back to songs.
So,
Okay, there's one show. I'm gonna be quite honest. I have not seen this in a long time, so my memories of it are a bit hazy. It's called The Eccentric Family.
That's on my plan to
And-
watch.
never heard of it.
It has a bunch of Tanuki Face Johnsons. It's about a Tanuki boy.
No, then I'm
and
not.
his
Then I'm not
family.
watching it. Then I'm not watching it because it's already 10 out of 10. I'm just kidding. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's a family of Tanukis, and then they can transform into humans. I think that's like a very common thing, right? In Japanese folklore or something. I don't know. Honestly,
Yeah, Japanese folklore. The Tanukis, the raccoon dogs, they have the power to transform.
Mhm.
So, and so one thing that's kind of seen in Super Mario Brothers, particularly Super Mario Brothers 3, is the Tanuki suit. And so
Oh, right.
the Tanuki suit, he just has the ears and the tail. But when you later in the game, you can get the full Tanuki suit and you turn into a statue. You have the ability to turn into a statue. It's one of his powers. So that's why when you get the item, it's a leaf. Because you put the leaf on top of the head and they transform. But yeah, no, I've never. There's 2 seasons of this apparently.
Yeah.
2013.
So it's kind of like an adventure story. It's a lot about family, and it does have a bit of drama. They live in Kyoto, and in this world there are also tengu that are like bird-like.
Yeah, the big
creatures.
nose, the long nose.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You might know the tengu mask, the big nose.
Mm.
Yeah. And there's a group of humans that are called the Friday Fellows, and they apparently, for some reason, they eat tanuki. Like they do make like tanuki hot pots every Friday, and they ate his dad.
No,
but it's not really a super sad story in my recollection. It's more like a lighthearted, like Tanuki shenanigans. I think Tanuki are also always portrayed as like a bit devious and a bit like chaotic, fun-loving kind of creatures.
They're portrayed because here in America, like they're portrayed as like we call them trash pandas. But raccoons and raccoon dogs are different, and raccoon dogs are seen as like resourceful, and they're just kind of skittish, and so oftentimes like there's a lot of Japanese people will say, and this is just something I've learned recently, but like a lot of Japanese people is like just be mindful of them when you see them on the road and don't bother them. They're scared. They're just trying to find food, that kind of thing. Whereas raccoons here, like in the North America, they will fuck you up if you like fuck with them, right? Like they're mean, you know what I mean? So like, whereas Tanukis are,
oh yeah, and they live in your trash cans and stuff.
Yeah, they jump in the trash. Yeah, they always that's their go-to. That's like how they've evolved here in North America. Is they just jump in the trash. But
just like average Plummet listeners, am I right?
Honey Bear, that means you.
Approve.
Listen up.
I'm just thinking of the scene in Lord of the Rings where he's like, and proud feet.
Yeah,
that's how I imagine Plummet listeners, just their feet in the air, smoking a cigar.
No, man.
Or other substances.
No, I've never heard of this. I can't believe it. Okay. Plan to
Yeah, this seems like right up your alley, right?
I like the artwork too. It looks like PA works.
Yeah.
It's very
animation is pretty crisp as far as I remember.
Yeah, it looks really nice too. Yeah, like the character design looks very straightforward, nothing fancy. This Ben 10 person looks like they're some kind of they're a magical human. Okay, that's why they look that way. See, I like that. They kind of make them a little bit more distinguishable. Yes, we're okay, yeah. I'm excited to watch that. I'll give that a watch. Hell yeah. Tanukis, raccoon dogs. Yeah, I love Tanukis, man. Tanukis are raccoon dogs are up there for me in terms of animal face Johnsons. They're just, and you guys, I'm telling you, they're not raccoons. Raccoons are different. The raccoon dogs are, you look at their faces and they look a little bit more doggish, and they're fluffier. They're way fluffier. They're like a lot of people
look like Ewoks almost.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Both
so
bigger
like
bulls.
People will get that mixed up in Pompoko and stuff like that. It's like, they're raccoons. It's like in the dub, because in the dub they change it to raccoons. They don't say Tanuki or raccoon dogs. They just say raccoons. So it's like no, they're in Pompoko, they're Tanukis, they're raccoon dogs. And so yeah, they're different. They're different than raccoons here. Where raccoons here in North America or whatever, they have little masks, like bandit masks, Where raccoon dogs, they have them too, kind of, but not as prominent and more. Their color is more blended. You know what I mean? So they almost look like little bears, little bear faces, and that makes me happy. All the bears. Now I want to watch Pompoko again.
I've never watched Pompoko.
You've never seen it? Oh, it's good. It's really good. Really good. Oh man, this is good. This is a good Gizmo rack. I'm gonna watch this, dude. Thank you.
Nice.
I feel better about my life.
I'm here to help.
You got any
back
more?
to Nick.
Oh hell yeah!
I've got a bunch more, to be honest. I don't know how many of these we can.
How about one more each?
Sure.
And then we should be good, probably.
Yeah. So what do I react to, Nick?
Let Jesus take the wheel.
Okay, let's go with a show called Tokyo Magnitude 8.0.
Oh, this has been in my PT dub.
Oh, it is?
Nah, dude, Nick's
They're
not
all
gonna
on my
take this
plan to
seriously,
watch.
man.
Every show you've mentioned has been on my plan to watch.
He's gonna
Even the ones
laugh.
for Sam and Danny.
Tokyo Magnitude.
That doesn't mean I've watched. I still haven't watched them. You're still right.
No, someone's gonna
Yeah,
die
okay.
in this anime, and he's gonna laugh and be like,
Oh, he fell
Yeah,
down a
this-
hole. That was funny.
I chose this one because it reminded me of Nick making fun of Japan Sings 2020.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
My favorite part was we
Uh,
got AAA podcast to read it on their best of the best comedies of the year.
God.
Dude, I actually before I listened to your podcast, I listened to the AA a lot, and I noticed that this is in the comedy category. I was like, I actually wrote on the Discord. I was like, I appreciate whoever put this in the comedy category. And then later, when I found out your podcast, I thought to myself, "Oh, okay, now it all makes sense."
Yeah, it was Nick.
So
That's
Tokyo
great.
Magnitude. Tokyo Magnitude is kind of like the good version of Japan Things, I would say. It's
Ooh, the good version. It's only
yeah,
a
it's like a-
7.06 on Mal, though. I don't know. Oh, no, sorry. I'm looking at the
No.
recap. I'm wrong. It's an 8.1. There we go. 8.1.
yeah.
Oh, this
So
is
it's
a
like a-
show. This is a show. I thought this was a movie.
No, it's a show. Yeah, it's like a catastrophe show. It's about like Tokyo gets hit by an earthquake, and
I think Japan actually takes a huge portion of the world's like disaster relief fund because of like all the fault lines
Mhm.
they're on. I don't know the percent.
isn't Japan actually like created by a fault line?
Probably.
I don't know. Huh.
That's why they're gonna
Focus.
sink, and it's gonna be funny.
Like two tectonic plates or something. I don't know. Whatever. So
Fuck, Nick.
it's basically
It would not be funny in real life.
it's basically two children that have to survive after the earthquake hits Tokyo, and they have to get back home. And
Oh, kind of like Grave of the Fireflies, or
Mhm.
what is it?
Yeah.
Barefoot Yen.
I have no idea what that is.
You don't have to
That's
watch
the movie that Nick
Just-
made us watch.
Just
Because he thought
don't
it'd
watch
be a
that
great
movie.
idea.
Just watch the scene where the bomb drops.
Okay.
He made us. He just wanted to make everything really depressing that night. I don't know why. Because it's the anniversary.
It's definitely not as depressing as Grave of the Fireflies.
It doesn't
but
look like
it does have drama, and
Yeah,
I don't want to say more because some stuff happens that is unexpected and very cool.
Godzilla saves the day.
All right. Then we can go back to Danny.
Me.
I mean, I already recommended you 2 shows in a movie, but I could recommend you another one. It's
Just rattle them off,
Um,
so Danny doesn't have a chance to deny them.
Yeah.
okay. One of them, I think it's already on your plan to watch. It's Showa Genroku Rakugo Shinju,
Oh,
and I'm pretty sure Nick has talked a lot about this on the
you
show.
got to
as
watch
well.
it subtitled though, not dubbed.
What is
Yeah,
it?
it's
Can you
not even
link
a
it?
dub, so.
Oh, there's no dub for the. Okay, it wouldn't even make sense to have a dub for this.
I hear this a lot. I would actually disagree because I can link it to you.
Yeah, could you?
It's a show about Rakugo, which is like Japanese.
Oh, this one.
It's like a.
Yes.
Then it's like, oh no,
No,
does
not
the Judge
oh,
Judy
no.
and closes the laptop.
No. Not oh no.
So it's about
Go ahead.
Rakugo, which is like a traditional form of like theater, I would say. Like it's like storytelling.
Yeah, it's like
one person.
Yeah, it's like
It's comedy
like,
too.
like
It's
reading poems or something like that in front of people or
Yeah, kind of, but it's more like telling stories.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
they always tell a specific story, and yeah, comedic. I assume a lot of the stories are comedic, but there are also some that are kind of dark. Like I remember from the show, there was one story that was also revolving around death and ghosts and stuff. That was a really good one. The thing is, everyone says, "Oh, there's no way this can be dubbed and stuff," and I kind of disagree because the problem is with Rakugo, when you listen to it in Japanese, obviously you don't understand and you have to read the subtitles.
Right.
And I think storytelling like this kind of loses a bit of its magic when you don't understand how they tell the stories. and
yeah, because it's lost in translation. There's always something lost.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a big case of lost in translation, and it's
I think
they
it still
also
worked, but yeah.
it still works definitely. But I think a dub would also work, and it would improve.
They'd have to. Well, they would
in
have to
some
let
ways.
them like. They would have to let them cook though,
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
they couldn't go full like, super control and be like, you have to make it really dry and direct translation, because that would not work. That'd be horrible. You gotta
would
let
have
them.
to
You gotta
get
let them
really good
localize
voice
it.
actors for this.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's actually part of why I said, because like the voice acting in this show is like one of the best I've ever heard in any anime. And
yeah.
I can't even speak Japanese, but I can tell it's really good.
Yeah, because in the stories they also they assume the like other characters, so they speak for different characters and they adjust their cadence and stuff, right? So there's a lot of nuance to the stories. But obviously, not understanding Japanese, that gets lost a little bit, I think. But it's still a great show, and a show that I would recommend for everyone. But I also specifically would recommend this to people who like shoujo stuff, because
It's
I feel like
josei.
it
It
is
is a
josei,
josei,
but
yeah.
I feel like a lot of women like this show.
Oh, this is like the perfect Danny show. Other than the only thing is they talk fast sometimes.
Oh yeah,
So
that might
yeah,
actually be an
but it's
issue.
not the whole time, and it's like once in a while.
Well, I'll let you know if it's too much for me.
It's not as bad as Tatami Galaxy.
Oh,
Danny,
get that
don't
shit
worry.
out of here. I don't want that.
It's not that bad.
Don't even say its name. Ugh.
It's not as bad as Redacted Galaxy.
This is actually a show that I would also recommend to Sam. I don't know if you have seen it, Sam.
Shogun Roku?
Yeah.
No, Nick's been telling me to watch it for like 15 years. But yeah.
That's one of the best anime that Studio Dean has made.
Yeah. I've been
Yeah, probably.
I've been meaning to. I've just been trying to draw a lot more cities lately, so that's what I've been doing. I'm busy drawing cities. But yeah.
That's a good cause.
Yeah. Okay.
I haven't said anything about the show yet. It's about like a very legendary like Rakugo artist. I don't know what you would call them, actor maybe. And he reminisces about his past with a rival. But yeah, I mean, it's about Rakugo. That's basically it.
Well,
And
there's like a
there's-
bunch of like family and love drama and forbidden love type stuff too, I think.
Yeah, true. Yeah, overall, pretty good show.
Okay, one more from me, Gizmo.
One
more from me, and we'll pay you and leave. Sorry, we took too long.
I think it has like a master and
you're
apprentice.
just charged by the hour,
theme
right?
Going in there too.
Yeah. Sam, have you heard of the masterpiece that is Domestic Girlfriend?
Are you being serious right now?
I'm actually serious.
That is a good opening. There's a really good OP.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on a second. No, I've heard of it. I'm trying to remember if we watched it for our first impressions when we did it that one time.
We did.
Okay, did I watch it?
I don't know.
Let me look at it again.
I completed
don't
it,
have
but
it
I
on your
forgot.
list.
Okay, no, this one.
Forgot all
Okay,
about it.
listen.
Okay, I vaguely
This
remember
one-
now.
This one, I watched like the first 10 minutes of the first episode,
And I was like, I'm not watching this crap. It's stupid. And like,
there's not enough delinquents.
well, no, because it's just like, it's like, oh, does teacher, oh, sex with the girlfriend teacher.
It's
Actually,
but,
whatever.
okay. I mean, it's very horny. But it's also a really cool, like, dramatic romance, in my opinion.
Okay.
I know a lot of people like.
It has
shit on
mixed
it
reviews
and-
online.
Yeah, to say the least. But
Dude, this is
honestly-
like every boy's dream, though. If you
Yeah.
think about it.
Okay,
He, like,
anyways,
does it
Nick,
with his like. Anyway,
you're
go ahead.
okay. We already paid for you. Okay, just go. Why don't you go play with the abacus over there or whatever it is?
With an abacus. I gotta learn Chinese so I can watch Link Click. I'm gonna go get my abacus. Did they invent the abacus? Anyway, I don't know if they did. They probably did.
It was probably Italians.
the thing is, the manga is actually written by a woman,
Sure.
and I think it shows because you could easily dismiss this as like, oh, it's like a power fantasy wish fulfillment, blah, and
That's what I did.
it's-
That's what I
it's a-
did. That's why
It's a harem, but I think the characters, especially the girls, are actually very deep and very interesting. It's not just Gyaru, popular girl, waifu, and it's not they're not just there to sell figures and stuff. You know, it's not your typical harem show. It's
So basically, you're
more.
telling me to give it a chance and
I would say give it
Yeah.
a chance. I think you would enjoy it.
get rid of my or overlook my prejudgment or whatever of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I had to recommend one Plummet show at least.
No, for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Gotta stay on brand.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Fine. You know, in fact, I'll do that one first, just because
Nice.
Yeah. it's a recent one. It's you know, I
Also,
I did
on that,
dismiss it
it has-
pretty hard because I was like, oh, it's another one of those boy fantasy whatever.
On Mel, it has a score of 6.66. I know.
That's Somcore
So,
right
you know.
there.
Exactly.
Shut up.
Detroit
Um,
Metal City.
And Danny and Nick don't have to do this. I just thought of it because Gizmo tried to also cater to our taste, which I appreciate. It's not like he just came in and was like, "Oh, well, you got a heart condition, lose the
My
weight, then, you
favorite
fatty."
show is this.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
have
you
to
know what I
watch
mean.
it.
Like he tried to like be considerate of what we enjoy, which I appreciate.
Yeah, it's not like Danny, go watch Gurren Lagann. You would like it. Danny's shiver.
Come on, dude. But like, I do appreciate Gizmo that you tried to, that you knew that I'm into delinquents, Face Johnsons, and although like, I would say my taste is pretty wide range. I'm very picky, so like, I'm not gonna like everything in one genre. You know what I mean? Like, so,
I definitely think your taste is very unique. It's not like just like Nick and me, for example. Like generic good stuff will please me. You know.
yeah. And I want to recommend a delinquent show to you, if that's
Ooh.
possible.
It's gonna be
Um,
crows.
No. There's only one OVA for Crows, and it's bad.
I mean, I'm gonna say right now, I'm not the biggest fan of delinquents in general.
Oh, really?
I mean,
Okay.
the thing is,
Just give the first couple episodes to watch because the episodes are 8 minutes long, and it's a short.
Wait, what is it called?
So they're 12 episodes. They're 8 minutes long. It's called.
What's
Kenke
the title
Bancho.
of this?
I'm trying to say it,
Oh,
and you keep farting in my
Sorry.
mouth.
I didn't
It's,
know if my voice went through.
It's Kenka Bancho Otome. Girl, just Google "girl beats boys."
Girl Beats Boys. Okay.
It's this kid who's an idiot. He is going to this school where his older brother is like the top G, and so he's supposed to be standing on business, but he doesn't because he's an idiot. So he finds this girl who looks exactly like him, and they trade places. So she cuts her hair to look like his, and she puts on a wig. He puts on a wig to look like her, and they trade schools. And then she kicks everyone's ass because she's
Okay,
like this.
so she's
her grandfather owns
So
like a karate dojo or some shit.
Okay.
And she comes in, she's just like, bop, bop, bop. And I don't know why it's so cool to me. I think another thing too is like I kind of was watching it around the time where I was debating my gender a lot.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, I think I'm this thing, right? I think I'm not this. And so it was just another kind of one of those gender bender things. And it was just this girl wearing a black boy's school uniform. And I was like, God, she's hot. Like, I'm just like, dude, like, you know, kicking everyone's ass. And I don't know, it's
So-
just,
so
it's a pretty basic delinquent thing, just with like, you know, that little kind of spin on it. But it's, Majiro does the character design.
Questions like gender stereotypes.
Yeah. Majiro does the character design, and she is a great artist. She's one of my favorite artists. She's done I believe she did the character design for Birdie Decode or Birdie the Mighty. And she's worked with Shingo Yamashita. So she just does a really good job. I mean, I love watching her artwork and anything. I think she did work on Oshinoko as well. And she worked on some other like key animations for some music videos. And I'm trying to remember the latest thing other than Oshinoko. What was the other latest thing she did character designs on? She might have did something for some random isekai. I don't know, but I just love her work. I discovered her watching this show, so I think you would at least enjoy the fact that like this is why I was so like big on Buchigiri, is because you don't get delinquent shows like this anymore, where there's actual fighting and actual like, you know, themes of being the top G and doing what's right and doing what's honorable and that kind of thing. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know, it's just really cool. And within 8 minutes, they're able to kind of, you know, the only problem with it
I'm
is
gonna
that,
give it a shot.
yeah, they're
Just
short.
Don't be mad at me if I don't like it, because I mean it does look cool. But most delinquent stuff is not really my cup of tea.
Sure. And if anything, I'm recommending it to you because I think you'll like the way it looks, and also because
I guarantee it.
Also because it gives you an idea of what a delinquent show is supposed to be, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And that way you can go for it judging like, oh well, I know I wouldn't like this one because Sam wouldn't, and it's trash. You know what I mean? But yeah, I will say this. I'll tell you. I'll spoil this for you. The ending kind of is like dumb. Like there's not really an ending. There's like it just kind of just like ends. It's really dumb. But yeah. That being said, Gizmo.
Actually, there's one other thing I wanted to say about.
Oh, sure.
Danny.
Mm.
The real recommendation that I would give Danny is something that is absurd to me, that she has not finished the show. And if you want to find out what that show is, you will have to listen to our Plummet episode that's coming out this Sunday.
Ooh, good hook. Nice.
Ooh.
Clickbait. That's it.
Well, I want to give Gizmo a quick recommendation if he hasn't watched it.
Oh, sure.
It's called Blue Spring Ride. Have you ever seen that?
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Well, then never mind.
Oh, you suck, Danny.
Whatever. I don't have Gizmo's list up. I don't know what he's seen or not.
We're guessing.
All you have to know is that he's German. That's all you do.
Oh, yeah, that's.
Have you seen Monster?
Yeah, I saw that.
Gizmo, here, let me.
That's my recommendation.
Let me fill in for Nick and Danny because they don't know what they're doing.
Anything else?
Have you seen this little number called Dragon Ball Z?
No.
What? Dragon Ball? What?
See, he doesn't know. See,
What is this show?
JK.
No, Blue Spring Ride I liked. I mean, not the biggest fan. It's very shoujo, but it was good. It was probably one of the better shoujos.
Yeah.
But it's not like Kimi ni Todoke.
Yeah,
which is very
that's
shoujo.
why I recommend it, because I know you like Kimi. So.
Yeah. Okay. The problem is it has the bad boy love interest type, like a toxic.
Yeah,
dude,
yeah,
and
that one.
I hate
Yeah,
that.
Blue Spring Ride is definitely more so like the bad boy, and everything. Whereas like
I mean, I do
doesn't,
think
like,
he's okay.
right.
He has like layers, and he's also cute and sweet sometimes.
Yeah, but he definitely has a hard
the-
shell, and like
Mhm.
he doesn't like to show his like softer side and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I think that's a big reason why I like Kimi ni Todoke, because the love interest, the guy is actually just a good boy.
Yeah, he's so likable.
And that's also why I like the show that I recommended on our Plummet
Yeah.
episode. Also, just good boys.
All good boys.
Hell yeah. And so, Gizmo, thank you for coming on. I appreciate it very much,
Thanks for having
especially
me.
since it was kind of last minute. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
Um,
No worries.
especially since you're on the other side of the world. I want to tell you this, Gizmo. I'm very, very thankful for you for what you've done on the Plummet, and you are the best Plummet host. Ed and King and Mike suck major ass. They suck so
I'm gonna
bad.
keep that.
They're fucking terrible. God, you guys suck.
Yeah, you don't even know what I have to
I
deal
can't
with.
like, imagine how bad your back hurts. from
It's
carrying
terrible.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
From carrying on.
you hear that, King? You get your shit together, huh? Or are you gonna be in my office and that's gonna be my ass your face, huh?
Oh, yeah, can I get a raise? So, I mean,
Yeah,
come on.
yeah, of course, absolutely. I'll have Honey Bear send the paperwork. Well, she's got to fly to Germany, right? Okay, we'll get her a ticket. We'll get her out there. Okay, she can ride first class in the front. That being said, make sure you send King over here so I can kick his ass,
Sure.
and then that'll be part of your raise. And you can laugh at him. You're like, "Wow, you got your ass kicked by Sam. What a dummy. Good one." But yeah, absolutely you can. And all jokes aside, though, I hope you guys are listening to the Anime Plummet every week, bi-weekly, as it comes out. And not even just bi-weekly, but King has his own thing over there, his own show called King's Drunken Court that he does with Snowman. And Snowman's been a long time patron and listener, but he's become a regular on the Drunken Court, and he's great. He's fun to hang out with. Him and King just like fucking goof off, and they'll invite a different guest every week. Sometimes Nick, sometimes me, sometimes Danny. If
And they get really drunk.
yeah, we get drunk a little bit.
Like,
If-
holy
if-
shit, the last time I was on there, Snowman was so drunk. I don't know if it's noticeable in the episode, but he was wasted.
Oh man. Yeah, one time, because I told him the last few times I was on it, I didn't get super drunk or I didn't drink that much. I told him, I was like, dude, one time I'm gonna get fucked up. I'm gonna get stupid as fuck. Like, we gotta do it.
But also, drink responsibly.
Oh yes,
of
and
course.
we always tell people, or King always tells,
Or don't drink at all. That's also fine.
yeah, you don't have to drink if you don't want to, but also like drink responsibly if you're going to. It's a podcast made to be like, you drink along with them or whatever. But that being said, yeah, if you can, I mean, it's a fun podcast, but even just Anime Plummet is super fun to be on. Drunken Court, super fun. And if you complain like Danny, then you can get on it.
If you scream loud enough.
I'm just giving her
we
shit
might hear
because she
you.
was like, "You guys did Final Fantasy episode without me." But yeah, no, she should have been on that one. That was last minute though. That was King's fault because he was like,
How
Yeah.
dare he? I'm still salty about it.
Yeah, King, you fucking bitch. Yeah, no, it's super. Anime Plummet, I'm thankful for those guys. They're awesome. And Gizmo has not been on the summit enough, so that's why I thought, oh man, we gotta get Gizmo on here to Gizmo it up. So I'm happy to take these recommendations, and hopefully we'll get some review apps soon of them on the summits, and then at the end of those review apps, we'll be like, "Fuck you, Gizmo show sucked." Just yell at Gizmo. I'll tell you what my favorite Plummet episode is, other than their seasonal things, which I enjoy very much. I really like the episode I was on, the fourth episode.
I was about to say, if you say the one
Yeah,
you were on.
because
God.
the things we watched on that was so super cool, man.
Yeah,
yeah.
it was a good episode.
Detroit Metal City was one of the ones we mentioned, but yeah. Danny and Nick would love Detroit Metal City. I think they've
I've seen it.
some of
I've seen it.
Okay, Nick's seen it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I think Danny has watched some of it, but
I have not.
oh, Danny, you bitch.
I think Danny would actually like it.
She would.
Yeah,
would.
that's a Danny show.
That's a Danny show for sure. But that being said, if you guys are done listening to the summit, go over there, listen to the EX episode me and Danny did, and then this weekend be excited for Danny being on the latest Plummet episode. Okay, and then get excited for our spring first impressions coming out very soon. Okay. That being said, I love you guys very much. I love you just the way you are. I've been Sam. That's been Nick. That's been Danny. And all the way from the Plummet, that's been Gizmo. And we've been the Anime Summit Podcast.